And I noticed that there's a new Welcome to Florida sign.
It's great to see you today on the Raven's Nest, finding hope and spirit in these interesting times. And don't forget to subscribe.
But we can hope. Let's
Yeah.
just keep not get. I think the only reason that'll get in the way is if people get so depressed and jaded, which is what they want us to get, so that we
Hmm.
quit trying and we
Right.
just accept it. That's a huge part of authoritarianism, is getting people to stop resisting, all kinds of things like that. So it does matter, and our
Hmm.
actions do matter. And one
Right.
thing I'm doing to stay sane is by really noticing, like, to keeping the are you effing kidding me, the rage to a smoldering calm, and
Hmm.
directing it to where do I have influence, where can
Hmm.
I act, and focusing there. And so I would
Right.
encourage anyone who has stumbled onto this to do that for yourself. And also, we don't know what affects what, right?
Right.
So if we are kind to someone, maybe it does participate in their shifting their mentality a bit,
Right.
or if we participate here, it affects, because we're all connected in the web of life, right? So
Right.
how we interact in different places in the web does affect the whole thing.
Right. So when when you're talking about the concerns about climate, I can't help but wonder if perhaps some of the disregard for climate change is from the ways in which many people who are in Christian faiths have been taught about the end of the world, this
Yes.
idea of rapture,
Yes,
this
it's
idea
coming.
of
That
it,
they
that the
want
world
it,
is going
it's
to be
wanted.
destroyed.
Yes.
Right.
The sooner the
Um,
better, right?
right.
Now you're right now you're in a certain state where you're not even supposed to say that.
Right. Right.
Climate
This is
change.
true. I am visiting Florida right now.
Not
And
even supposed to say it. So
you
I
know
think
what was
you've really hit
interesting?
on something that's important, is
This is
it's
right.
like, this is how we live. To
Hmm.
destroy it, and okay, they think they're going somewhere else. Okay.
Well, it was interesting because when I came into Florida today, this a week ago when I was driving, and I've driven to Florida a lot, and I noticed that there's a new Welcome to Florida sign
Oh.
as you're coming in on Interstate 10 from west to east, and you hit the Florida state line. There's a sign that says, "Welcome to the free state of Florida."
Hmm.
The free state of Florida.
Nobody
And that
controls us.
I thought that was really, really interesting because um, um, it doesn't feel very free to me in Florida.
Mm.
It feels like that there are a lot of rules and regulations about things that should be personal decisions. And so I'm not sure what is meant by that sign,
It's
by that
kind of a
free state of Florida.
1984 kind of vibe of the book, like,
Mm-hmm.
what did they call it, backwards speak or something, where you say
Right,
one
right.
thing and you mean the exact opposite.
Yeah, it does feel very
But it's tricky.
Orwellian.
It's tricky language. Yeah,
Right,
Orwellian. Yep.
right.
Yes, because
And
it's
so
not free.
that was shocking when I saw that. It's like the free state of Florida. And immediately, just by having that on the sign, I felt less free.
Mm.
And it's like, huh, that's interesting. I wonder how other people feel when they see that sign, or
I
if
guess
they
it
notice,
depends
if
on the
you even
person.
notice that sign,
Right.
right?
Well, it would
And
depend very much on who sees it and where they fall in the spectrum of, in a state like that. And really the whole South is moving in a direction again, right? Where, depending on your choices and who you are, you literally could stumble into many situations where your freedom is impeded or taken,
right,
just because of a law, that has
right.
been created to
Well,
control.
and that seemed fairly arbitrary and that seemed to be arbitrarily enforced as well.
Depending on who
So
you
that
are,
was
how much access to
depending on who
power
you
you
are,
have. Yep.
right? And so that was kind of an interesting, like, wow. Um, Even Texas didn't say that. When I drove across Texas, it did not
Mm-hmm.
say the free state of Texas. So that was very, very interesting. And in many ways, it felt kind of a setting apart, if you will, uh, in that somehow Florida isn't part of the rest of the United
Well, isn't
States.
that
And
what
maybe
they
that was the
what it
intention.
wants?
I don't know. Maybe
If it
that
had
was the
its way, it
intention.
would probably be its own free quote free zone, separate.
Right. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that was kind of an interesting thing that I saw.
We're glad you joined us today on The Raven's Nest, finding hope and spirit in interesting times. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a big thumbs up. We'll see you next time.